What's poppin'? It's your guy King David from TrapMonsters.net, and here today I'm gonna be showing you guys how to chase these placements, man. It starts off with the content that you send in and the information and how you send it, man. It's gonna get you out here, bro. So let's go through this and show you how to get these placements, how to set your files up in your pack to be able to make sure you get these placements and maximize the most out of that email or delivery, or however you do it, you know what I'm saying, to make sure that you get recognized for the tracks you send and people can be able to find you when they're ready to get your tracks. Let's get straight to it.
King, use the plug.
All right, so I got iTunes pulled up where I store most of my beats at once I export them out. One thing, when I do export out, I export out the track outs, of course. An MP3 file, which normally would be, it has a tag at the beginning of it, and then another like shorter tag every 8 bars or so. I do that for the online sales on my beat store. So mind you, I'll do an intro tag, and then I kind of like to do an initial promotional tag every 8 bars in the MP3 version of it, and then I'll bounce out a WAV file with just the intro tag to it, and that's that. And now these beats right here that you see here, first off, I name all my beats by the date I make it in. So first off, let me just start like that. But from there, I'm gonna go to the metadata of it so you can see when people get the files from me. I add the artwork in. I also let it be known that it is tagged, and then it's got like my producer name and my aka producer name, and the Trap Monster brand behind it. Now, normally if it's a collaboration or something like that, that other person, the other producer's name will be tagged in right here as well. And then normally I do like I don't really get too tied up in the genre and of course the year, because I already name it by the date. But I do leave the BPM in there, and then of course the Trap Monster website, and then my my beat selling platform website is also listed at the bottom. A new thing that I'm going to start doing actually is adding my the Trap Monster's telephone number into this as well. So that's one way of doing it. I'm on a Mac, so I'm able to just go into the information of it and then pull that up. Now, if you have a logo or something like that that you want to add in there, you're only going to be able to add that logo artwork in once you convert it to an MP3 file. So once you convert it to MP3, then you're able to add your artwork in, and as you can see, the thumbnails come up like that. I can actually take this track out and click and drag on it, or maybe I can grab another. Oh, you know what? I probably have to come out of this in order for me to do that. So just take this beat and then drop it on my desktop, and it's going to come up with that thumbnail. See that artwork right there, right along with the name and the tag and all that. But here's the beautiful thing of it all, because as you can see, I had the BPM already in there. So when I export out and I put it into my iTunes, I already know I got to put the BPM in there, because some people want the BPM, definitely in BeatStars. You have the option of adding the BPM. Some people search beats by BPM because they like a certain BPM. So, but what I'll do in this beat right here, like I would just add that information in. I found a demo of the a way how I normally do it. So I just kind of copied it, and I'm just gonna paste it in such like this, where it has the telephone number, the email in there. As you can see, King the Plug is by King the Plug. All I gotta do now is just add the BPM in, which is 141 BPM. You can even go as far as adding the key in as well. That way they ain't gotta look too hard. If they want to do some auto-tune effects or whatever, they try to figure out the key of the beat, you already got the root note key already in the file. So doing it like this is good, because then you can just save it, and so when you get your packs together, you already have it set up right there. So when they download your beats, they ain't got to figure out where that beat come from. The information is already right there. You see that? It's already right there, playing all the way through. So if they can't get through the phone line, they can email me. They do know my producer name. They do have a website they can connect to, whatever. If they happen to choose the beat. Now this is the format you would do if you're going for major placements, like any major label like Quality Control or something. Like if they reached out to you like, hey, we need beats or something, you know what I'm saying? You would do this method right here. One thing to note, that when you send off for placements, just make sure that you don't tag it all the way out like this right here. You only do that version of it once you're selling it online, or you maybe you get an artist on IG that just want to hear a sample of your beats. Then you would just give them the tagged out version, which is your intro tag, and then a tag every other 8 bars or so, like that. You would do something like that. So you'll send them that. But if you're doing business with a bigger company that's well known or whatever, they don't have time to reach back out to you and say, hey, can we have the tagged out version of this, because they pulling up beats and they might want to just go ahead and spark that creativity, start writing to it and rapping or recording on it right then and there. And if it happens to get chose to be a part of the project, they will reach out to you because that beat has your information all in it. And so they're going to reach out to you. In order for them to even put it into an album or put it on any kind of streaming platform or whatever, they have to contact you first and foremost to make sure that you're paid the money you need to get paid, and that the paperwork is being done, because they don't want no cease and desist letters on a major record that can blow. This is lots of money we're talking about here. So they're going to reach out to you, so you ain't got to worry about that. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing you do not have to worry about, is sending your beats out to a major label and them taking your beat. I know there might have been problems like that in the past, but a lot of times people don't want to go through stuff like that, and they rather just cash the producer out and give them their royalties and give them their credit and go on and send them on about their way. You know what I'm saying? So this is how you do this for the major placements of it. And mind you, do not give them a tagged out version of it. Just put your first tag on the front of it, and that's that. Don't send no snippets or none of that. You do that for the artists that are up and coming. Nobody know them. They just get started. They just trying to figure out if the rap thing or the music thing is for them. Send them snippets with it tagged out. If you have a beat selling platform and you got it set up for a free download, if they like the beat, for exchange for an email or follow on social media platform, whatever, that version of that beat needs to be tagged out, because you don't know who that person is. They don't have nothing to lose. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, just make sure you do it like that. And just, add your telephone number in there, your email, whatever contact information you feel comfortable leaving out there for them to see. That's the email or number they're going to contact when they're ready to do business with you, if they happen to choose that beat. I've seen several times where artists like beats and the producer sent it to them, didn't have no kind of information at all in the beat. And the beat might have been hard as hell, but they couldn't do nothing with it because they didn't know who the artist was or the producer was. And they get millions and millions, or thousands, should I say, of producers sending them beats, and they ain't got time to go back through and try to figure out where that beat came from. So every beat that you send off as a pack, just make sure you have all your information on that beat, just like that, on the title of the beat, just like that. So I go in here and I can just grab this beat and drop it down in here. Boom. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna come up. It's gonna come up. See, all my information right there. So if they want to know, okay, I like this beat, let me call him. Then all of it's right there. I'm gonna let you guys hear a little bit of this though.
King, use the flow.
Now you hear how that right there, that Pacific one had a small little tag in there. That's my version of it being on social media, YouTube video or beat stars or something like that, and a regular artist would just get that for free. You know what I'm saying? If they happen to download it, or a follow or something like that, or email they'll get this version of it. This is not the version that I would send to a major artist or a company like that. I would just send them just the version of it, just the main tag in it, and all the rest of it is just beat. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully this helps you guys feel a lot more comfortable understanding how to send out for major placements, and hoping that you guys will get major placements based off of this. And some of you guys probably could have gotten major placements if you had did your system like this when you're setting up your packs to send off to major artists. But just make sure that if you take this step right here, you be cool. Adding the key to it, you know what I'm saying? The root note key to it is a plus, you know what I'm saying? Because they might want to do some auto-tuning or whatever the case may be. Make the job easier for them, because then that way it's easier for them to do business with you, because they see how professional you are. You got everything set up. And they'll save your email as a favorite. So anytime you send packs to them, they already know that, hey, this person's legit. They send in all the information they need in order to get the beat leased to them or sold exclusively to them, or whatever the case may be. So hopefully this thing works for y'all, man. Appreciate you guys checking out the content today. Make sure you subscribe, like, and share this content as well, man. I'm trying to get the subscribes up and the views up as well. Until next time, it's your guy King. I'm out. Peace.